Guess what time it is?
From diesel or gas pacers to rocket-powered racers, Nomads, Go-Mads, RVs, schoolies, they'll turn it, tweak it, tune it, fix it so smoothly. That's why he's Badge. Everybody needs one.
Welcome back, sports fans. Guess what? It's the time to change the oil. We're going to use the new one, the new drain thingamajigger. So, from the last video, we ran this generator, and it was about 3.5 gallons, and it ran for 72 hours straight, never stopped. Now, mind you, it's only on eco mode, so it's not really pulling a lot of power. But even though you do that's the thing I've been saying all along, like, you want some cheap power, it's right there. But anyway, I don't know nothing, so let's just leave it at that. So today we're going to change the oil, and as you see, I got it all hooked up, and we never had no issues with it, and it's been running great. So now, the thing about it is, a lot of people are wondering is, if you turn it off, can you turn it back on? Yes, you just leave it the way, you don't touch it. Just leave it, and it'll just keep working that way. So, look at this fancy dipstick thing. It's so easy to get your fingers, your fat little Kubisaw fingers in there to get it out, right? So you look on the magnetic thing, there's no metal on it, that's all good. Put your little dipstick majigger in there, the drain tube. Now this can work two ways too, because it can work to drain it and it can work to fill it, as I'm going to show you. Now this is what I do, and everybody's going to disagree with it, but I don't really care. I get an old milk jug or whatever, and this is what I drain my oil in. And I get it up on a bench, lock the legs in so it can't fall over, and then you just tip it down like so. Right? Until all the oil drains out. Like, you don't have to get every single drop out of it. Just get it, the main stuff out, right? And that's your oil. It's in the jug, no mess, no nothing. And then you take your oil. Now this is how I do this. It's totally different than everybody else. You can use this if you want, or, you know, I use my trusty little Lucas bottle. Love my Lucas bottle. And you fill it up. You just put the nib in there and you just pour it in there. It takes about a half a quart or so. And then everybody wonders, well, geez, I wonder if it's full. All you do is take the generator and move it a bit. And see the oil coming out? So you're darn near full. You want it right to the top of the threads, right? Well, some will say top, some will say middle, whatever. We're only playing with 2 ounces here. Then you just, see? It's right there. And that's the good thing about a Lucas jug. See? It's right coming out the threads. So that's pretty darn, that's why I like it right there. It's right just coming out the anywhere from the middle to the top thread. And then all you do is put your dipstick back in. Make sure it's nice and clean, of course. Put dipstick in, pull it out, and look at this right on there, full. Now, you got to remember, you got to do this every 100 hours. So, you can buy a little meter. They have a meter on Amazon. I don't know what the number is, but it works on vibration. So, when you start the engine up, it starts vibrating, and then it starts adding the hours. But the easiest way is just add it up and do it every 100 hours. And you know, if you got the oil in, it'll start. Because you don't have no oil and it's got an oil sensor and it won't start. So anyway, I'm going to leave that with you. It's been running like a dream. I love the extended thing because you don't have to pour gas, and you know, pouring gas is, you get it all over the place. This way you got no mess. And it's kind of cool. And that's how hard it is to change the oil. And yes, you can now blame Al for this. It's true. all the generators are the same. It doesn't matter what it is, they change the oil all the same. I do the same thing with my Champion, and yes, that fits on my Champion. So I'll leave that with you. I hope you get something out of it, and we will talk to you later.
Dad, lunch. Oh, you gotta wash your hands before you come in.
Salad? That's not lunch.
Badge. Everybody needs one. We love our badge. And just remember, he's not asking.